This one's perfect for beginners like you. First, lift the sword above eye level. Next, swing the sword straight down. I do my best to follow the tips as I practice a few swings. The thoughts are racing round and round in my head. The situation is alarming, no doubt. It's hard to imagine a more horrific end to Halloween. Even so, the proximity of her body is doing things to me. My heart's pounding with something other than fear. See, remember when I said there's one of these times I want to roll up a newspaper or maybe even a magazine and smack the freaking main character, the MC? I want to, why? Why are you thinking like this? I would be looking for ways out. You're looking for ways in, and not into the party. You're looking for ways into those cheeks and not the ones on her face. Bad MC. Bad MC. Hello, and welcome back to another spooky Halloween scary visual novel. This is Serial Killers Anonymous. This game I found on each.io. I am excited to play it because the pictures that I saw of it and what I read of it is interesting. So I'm going to read you guys what it says that the game is about. And then I'm going to tell you guys the warnings, okay? Just so you know, like if you can't handle any of this, I 100% understand if you turn this off. Best friends Mikee and Pancho are attending a Halloween party in the manor in the mountains. Mikee is determined to confess a long-standing crush on Julia, fellow college senior, and the host of the gathering. When Julia wanders off, Mikee follows her down into the basement, where shocking secrets await. And we're gonna figure out what those shocking secrets are as soon as we get started. So if you like gamers that play variety games, like, hi, I'm Voyia, and I play a variety of games. I don't just play visual novels, I play other things. Like I have a Starfield little walkthrough going through on my stuff. I was playing Persona, but for some reason the game messed up and now my computer won't render it, and also my computer broke now, so there's other games that I can't finish. I was also playing Crescendo and I can't finish Crescendo either because again my computer is tripping for some reason, and it's just like a multiple games that I try to play that I have to like skip through a lot of them and try to figure out which ones I can play. But I can still play a lot of games. Like what games work, I'm playing them. So if you enjoy a variety of games, or you have a request for me to play a certain game, please don't be afraid to go into the comment section and ask me. I'm a friendly person, and once you join and once you subscribe, you're family, so you can tell me what to do. I don't know, that's usually what family does. Content warning. This game has blood and violence, visual and textually depicted. If that, I can't read today, I'm so sorry. Death, visually and textually depicted. Alcohol mentioned in passing. Okay, just so we know. And there are 3 endings. We're gonna get all 3. I love games that only have 3 endings and not 6 to 40 of them. Although those games end up being pretty good, but they just end up turning out very, very long, so forgive me. It's Halloween night in the manor nestled in the mountains. Red dress, red lips. She kills me every time. She stands alone. Oh, and I also don't know if my character is a guy or girl, but with a name like Mikee, I'm gonna assume, which again, assuming makes a butt out of you and me, that it is a guy. She stands alone and speaks to nobody. But again, what kind of guy spell Mikee with 2 eyes? If you're a Mikee with 2 E's, she's not eyes, with 2 E's, please let me know. Because the last Mikee with 2 E's I've met was a girl, so. The party rages around her, but doesn't stir her. Face somber, she flicks her wrist to examine her watch. What's Julia waiting for? No, that isn't the biggest question at the moment, is it? What I'm waiting for. That's the real question. Haven't I been dreaming about her since I met her? Back then, it was the first day of our freshman orientation. Freshies swarmed the university's biggest covered court. There were so many seats that she could have claimed, so many new friends she could have made. Instead, she took the monoblock chair next to mine. Oh, please don't be a delusional person and just be like, oh my God, she saw me, she looked at me, she threw her hair back and stared me in the face. And our eyes met. Meanwhile, she just sat next to you, finished orientation, and didn't laugh. The whole time we sat side by side, we never spoke. I was too tongue-tied. I never laid eyes on anybody so drop-dead gorgeous. As we were sitting, as we were dismissed, her pinky brushed against mine. She shot me a shy smile. She mouthed sorry before turning to leave. I dreamed then of holding her hand to make her stay. I fantasized about kissing those smiling lips, but nothing happened between us since then. So at least we know he's delusional. At least it's good delusion. Delusional people. Not the bad, like, so now I followed her to her house, and now I'm gonna keep following her to her house, and I know what school she goes, I mean not school, I know where her school her kids go to, and I know what where her parents work and stuff. Like that's bad delusion. We don't, he's at least good delusion. We had different circles, different extracurriculars. Now we're seniors attending the same party. This could be the last chance to make my dreams come true, to dissolve the distance between us. There you are, Mikey. I've been looking all over for you. That's not what it said, but I've been looking all over. This slurred speech jerks me out of my reverie. It's the voice of my best friend since high school. His breath smells of beer as it wafts towards me. So tell me, when's the night gonna talk to the lady? You won't keep pining, You won't keep pining till graduation, will you? I don't know, bro. It's tough. Julia doesn't even know I exist. And by the way, forgive me, they are doing construction on the sidewalk or something, or the road, or whatever they're doing outside. So if you hear like banging and clanking and stuff, that's them. Yell at them in the comment sections. You can do that too. Of course she does. She invited you to her Halloween party, didn't she? Nah, it's not like that. She invited the entire class. I just happened to be a part of it. Yeah. Tell me ahead of time if you won't need a ride back. What would you even do without me? Excuse me, I'm already messing up all over the place. If you came here for perfection, you're on the absolute wrong channel. Because, man, I am trying to fix my mic because I heard in my last video and I couldn't fix it. I didn't even know how to fix it. That my mic was like making a ticky sound, like a talkie, like sound. And I'm so sorry if you watched that last video that I uploaded, Deanna's Flower Shop, and you heard all that. I tried so hard to fix it, and I did the best I could. So, and I'm not very good at the editing thing, so forgive me. You have to roll down these mountains to get home. Can you even imagine? Of course I'll be needing a ride back, Ash Hat. Do you really think my dream girl's that sort of girl? Whatever you say, Lancelot. I just want to wake up to a tragedy tomorrow. Excuse me, Don't want to hear about you being gutted or something. The doll devourer has been all over the news lately. Can you believe that we have a serial killer in our city? How about we kill this conversation? I'm trying to be brave here. Your fear-mongering is the last thing I need. Go scare somebody else. Anybody but me. I think I spotted your Arnis buddies clowning around. You're really trying to get rid of me, huh? Trying to pawn me off on the Arnis varsity team? Huh. You know what you really need, bro. You need liquid courage. You gotta loosen up. Need me to get you a beer? Nah, it's difficult to drink in this. I tap on the bar of the lower part of the helm. Pancho grunts in understanding. Just then, a movement in the side, to the side, bang. Movement to the side catches my eye. Julia is glancing at her watch again. A smile flits over her face. She walks off all of a sudden. I've got to run. I'll hunt you down later. The cell signal's crap on these mountains. Go get 'em, bro. Gotta catch 'em all. I shove past the swaying and grinding to start my search. But Julia has disappeared into the thin air. She's just like a dream. Too good to be true. Maybe this is a good idea not to follow her in her house. Because again, like I said, there's good stalking and there's bad stalking. And you're leaning more towards that bad stalking. Because can you imagine? You invite your whole classroom to like a Halloween party at your house. And you go change. And then some guy walks in and like, oh, sorry, I was looking for you to confess my my crush to you. Like, it would freak me out a little bit. I've reached a quieter area of the manor. Hold on one second, you guys. I had to burp and I didn't want to burp in you guys' ear. I've been having like stomach issues. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. We all have stomach issues. There. A glimpse of flash of red. It vanishes around the corner. Oh, and I guess in the words of your friend Pancho, gotta catch 'em all. Before I knew it, I'm walking down the shadowy steps, downwards like a moth to a flame. Oh, hello? Is this the Serial Killers Anonymous? Is she part of the Serial Killers Anonymous? I've arrived in the basement. There's a circle of people conferring here. Yeah, I'm a little confused. Like, that is creepy. Look at that. No way. I would have been done. The faces went from looking at each other to look directly at me. No. Let me fix this real quick, you guys, because again, I think I found the issue with the ticking sound. I think it's because my mic is swaying and like tapping, and I see it's tapping now, and I don't want it to happen again, so forgive me. They turn towards me in unison as I clank down the stairs. Like me, they're all wearing medieval helms. However, they're dressed in regular clothes underneath. One of the helms belonged to the girl in the red dress. A guy wearing a hoodie welcomes me. His voice is muffled but cheery. Excellent! A new comrade to the SKA. Sit down, join us. We're nearly done with the introductions. But please, don't be a stranger. Okay? Not knowing what else to do, I take a seat. That's a little creepy. No way could I do it. I'd have been like, oh, I'm sorry, I was just looking for the bathroom. I'm sorry, I didn't even mean to interrupt y'all. And I would have left. The helm of the girl in the red dress is facing me. But she doesn't say anything. This is Julia, isn't it? What's she doing here? What in the world is this? You gotta sit down now, buddy. So, where were we? The group's attention now shifts away from me. Ah, you're next, River Reaper. Somebody in a flannel shirt starts to speak. Thanks, Hollow Hacker. Hi, I'm River Reaper, and I'm a serial killer. Hi, River Reaper. It's been 18 months since my last kill. He pauses for effect. And they clap. Okay. The group applauds. All right, you did good. You did good, kid. I'm excluding last Halloween, of course. It's been anything but easy cutting back. So this is a group of people trying to stop killing. Okay, I thought this was like a group of people who were like this is we're serial killers. This how many people I killed. Yeah, look at my list of long murders. Yeah, type of thing. But it's not. It's a group of people trying to stop the killing. Okay, I guess that's better with a question mark. Sometimes I look at people and I have to wonder, how will they look like choking underwater? Do you know what I mean? A lady in a brightly colored tracksuit blows out a sigh. Oh, I definitely do. You got me, Campus Carver. Campus Carver? Jesus. Do you know what I am? What I keep telling myself? I'm master of my urges. I'm stronger than I realize. I can do this. I can hold off until Halloween. Oh, so they're holding off to kill people on Halloween. If I can wait, I can let it all out then. Smother the bloodlust today, sweeten the kill tomorrow. That is my mantra. Campus Carver nods vigorously. A minute hunting meat, a mouthful of a mouth off the streets, excuse me. A minute hunting meat, a mouth off the streets. River Reaper, you inspire us all. Oh God. I would have walked out. I'd have been like, yeah, I thought this was like ice cream addiction anonymous. This isn't it. I'm gonna walk out. I'd have been gone. The group dissolves into another round of applause. This is bad. Really bad. I doubt the people at the party can hear this clapping, not with the music playing at such a thunderous volume. And even if they heard, what can those partygoers do? This group is obviously highly dangerous. My heart sinks as I think of Pancho. Sure, he can sometimes be a pain in the butt. Still, he's my best friend. Uh-oh. Are they all looking at me already? Look, this is what you gotta do. You gotta run. That's the best thing you could do at this point. Like, is just take off running. And if you can't run, just, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something you can actually do. At this point, what can you do? Y'all tell me in the comment section below, what would y'all do? As soon as the clapton dies down, Julia clears her throat. I guess I'm up next. Most of you here already know me. Some of you have supported me since my parents died. I can't thank you enough for that. Hollow Hacker chuckles. You mean after you killed your parents? You were always our golden child. And you were always the father and mentor I deserved. Seriously, I'm happy I could host the party tonight. I might not know all of you personally, but each of you is special to me. For the newcomers, hey, it's lovely to meet you. I'm Doll Devourer. I'm a serial killer. Holy smokes. My heart has already sunk into the pit of my stomach. Just when I assumed it can't go any lower, it does. You guys have already probably been following the news. So, you know I've had a tough time cutting back. But I do want to be better. I want to learn what the heck was that? Did y'all hear that? Oh my God. I just heard like bump, 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 bump. Y'all, I don't say it out loud because I told y'all when you say it out loud, the ooey gooey monsters hear it, and then, you know, the bad stuff start coming and tipping and stuff, but I am home alone. We're just gonna say it like that. I am Shmo Malone. Okay. I want to learn self-restraint eventually. The SKA's senior members have been my inspiration. My, you sound so young. You'll get there, dear. Don't worry about it. We'll support you every step of the way. Thanks, Campus Carver. That means more to me than you could ever know. We all believe in you, Doll Devourer. I mean, if you guys want to stop, an addiction, yes, it is better to ease off the addiction instead of just cutting cold turkey, unless you have like medication that can help you through the process. And it depends on your addiction, because if it's a food addiction type of thing, you can cut it cold turkey, but you have to supplement it with something different. This is not like a food addiction. This is not a schmug addiction. Y'all, it has a D in it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And if you don't need to know, because it's bad for you anyway. A schmug addiction, those are harder to cut. These are not these. Having an addiction to harming people is insane. You need medical help. You need medical help instantly. Let's give it up for the youngest member. And then they clap, 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 clap. The group claps and cheers. I'd be so terrified. Well, we're close to carnage time. Finally! I've been waiting. Oh, excuse me, wrong person. I've been waiting all year for this. Now, hang on. One last thing before we go. Uh-oh. Hollow Hacker turns towards me. All the other hounds follow suit. The floor is yours, new recruit. Would you mind telling us your alias? My alias? Yes. That's what I'm asking. What's my alias? Cowardly corpse or dead as a doornail. Wow. I didn't even get a good one. Could I name myself? Like, I would have been like, oh man. The hacker, or no, that's someone else's name. Oh man, what would be a good serial killer name for me? The ice cream murderer. I'd be the ice cream murderer, because I mean I'm addicted to ice cream. I will admit that I have an addiction to ice cream, and no one's gonna stop me. And chocolate, ice cream and chocolate. But you know, no one's gonna stop me. But yeah, I'd be like the ice cream murderer. But I get these. I guess dead as a doornail isn't as bad. Julia pipes up before I can say anything. Oh, don't mind the nightmare night, Jesus. I was the one who invited him. But he's a bit green, a bit shy. Oh, so she knows exactly who I am. I'll supervise him tonight. So she knows who I am. That's a good thing, I think. Yes, that's probably wise. We shall entrust him to you, Doll Devourer. I won't let the SKA down, I promise. I think I'll stay behind for a while. I just need to have a word with my apprentice. But you should you should all go ahead. Choose the weapon from the chest and go upstairs. I've already barred the front door. You all heard the Doll Devourer. I cannot read today. I don't know what it is. My tongue is getting tied up. I think it's because I'm like getting antsy, because some of these games that I've been playing from the Spooktober jam thing. And if you don't know what the Spooktober jam thing is, please go check it out on each.io. They have some awesome games in there. And not just this, but there are other horror games that's out there right now that you guys can actually go and absolutely and positively go and check out. But they have some awesome games in there. You all heard the Doll Devourer? Let's go, comrades. The Serial Killer Anonymous has work to do. So they are a Serial Killer Anonymous, okay. After picking their weapons, the killers head upstairs. I'm left alone with Julia now. Do you know who I am? Yanks off her helm and tosses it aside. There she is. Underneath the steel is the girl I've always wanted. It's her thick hair, her full lips, and her soulful eyes. It's only once I've confirmed her identity that I realized. Until the end, I was hoping it was a mistake, and all this time, not if she stuck up for you like that, she had to have known who you were. I was praying I'd find any face but hers underneath that helm. But there's no denying it now. Julia is the Doll Devourer. She said so herself. She's the most prolific serial killer in the city's history. News reports claim that she has dozens of murders under her belt. Most of the victims were teenage girls and young women. The police supposedly questioned a few suspects. These suspects were all men of Pancho's age or a bit older. So how old are you? I mean, I know they're in college, so they got to be above 18, which is not true because I went to college at 16, so not necessarily true, but it doesn't mean that everybody that it's college is 16 years old. So, I know they most likely they're probably above 18. So, how old is Pancho, and how old are you? The perpetrator possessed a particular taste of torment. At least the evidence supported this theory. The killer toyed with most victims, treated them like dolls. Hence the alias coined by the investigators in the case. Deep down, is Julia truly that sadistic? Is her charisma simply a mask she wears in public? Does she use her beauty to lure in the prey, or at least to lower their defenses? If yes, her strategy certainly worked on me. I sometimes when I be reading these, I be wanting to hit the main character. Like, what is wrong with you? Why would you say something like that? It should not be working on you. I'm like a fish flailing helplessly in her grasp, hook, line, and sinker. I know you know me. Don't you dare lie to me. You're the one of those guys I invited, aren't you? To the Halloween party upstairs, I mean. I do remember seeing a knight in shining armor. I simply stare silently at her. I don't know what to say. Listen, I wasn't planning on indulging tonight. Like I said earlier, I've been wanting to cut back. My urges have been consuming me lately, so I'm only meant to be hosting the party tonight. I was going to sit back and watch the others have fun. However, now that you know who I am, how can I let you go? I don't like how the music changed. That is scary. She reaches into the chest in the corner of the basement. Before I can blink, she whipped out a medieval dagger. A smile spreads over her face. She taps the point of the edge of the dagger against my visor. Kill for me tonight, my knight. Don't kill any of my friends, but you can kill your own. I don't care. I might even get a kick out of watching that. If you please me, I'll consider keeping you as a pet. So, what do you say? Will you give this quest a shot? I try to swallow back the terror rising in my throat. My voice is tiny as it responds. Yes? What else can I say to her? That's just what I wanted to hear. She inserts the dagger into the sheath strapped to her thigh. So, I'm guessing you've never used a weapon before. Try this one out for size. She hands me a knight's sword from the chest. Why aren't they like using other stuff? Like, why are you want to use like a sword and a dagger and stuff? Like, I don't know about you, but if I'm a fast person and an athletic person, you chasing me, you better be just as fast as me. Because I promise you, I'm gone. I'm out of there. This sword suits you, doesn't it? It goes perfectly with your costume. I guess. Here, let me teach you how to wield it properly. Before I knew it, she's guiding my hand with hers. At the sudden touch, my breath catches in my throat. Are you right-handed or left-handed? Left. So you're a southpaw, unlike me. You should grip the hilt with both hands. Your left hand should be just below the crossguard. Your right hand should be closer to the pommel. I adjust my hands accordingly. Let's practice an overhead swing. This one's perfect for beginners like you. First, lift the sword above eye level. Next, swing the sword straight down. I do my best to follow the tips as I practice a few swings. The thoughts are racing round and round in my head. The situation is alarming, no doubt. It's hard to imagine a more horrific end to Halloween. Even so, the proximity of her body is doing things to me. My heart's pounding with something other than fear. See, remember when I said there's one of these times I want to roll up a newspaper or maybe even a magazine and smack the freaking main character, the MC? I want to, why? Why are you thinking like this? I would be looking for ways out. You're looking for ways in, and not into the party. You're looking for ways into those cheeks, and not the ones on her face. Bad MC. Bad MC. What the heck is wrong with me? Sure, I was crushing on Julia when I was none the wiser. Half of my university is probably obsessed with her. She's a heartthrob for a reason, so it's totally normal. But I can't be pining after the doll devourer. She's been dominating the headlines with her grisly crimes. If I don't watch what I say, I'll likely be her next victim. Okay, stop. Not too shabby, Nightmare Night. You're toughening up even more as you go. No, I don't want to toughen up as I go. I don't want to do this. I want to leave. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. There's nothing like an experimental learning. I messed up. Experimental learning, after all. We better join the others for carnage time. Up the stairs you go. I need water. I need water like it's no tomorrow. Well, this isn't water. This is tea, but nonetheless, it's better than nothing. Excuse me. Okay. As I tip-tapped it up the stairs, I can now hear screaming from above. The higher I climb, the louder the screams. Inside my suit of armor, I can't stop shivering. Oh my god. Y'all see this? That is so scary. Upstairs, it's absolute chaos wherever I turn. Where the heck is Pancho? I have to find him. I have to save him from Julia and her friends. The two of us have to escape this heck hole together. Should I just make a run for it? Maybe I missed the commotion. I can shake off the captor. It's wonderful, isn't it? Carnage time? All this colorful action, all these intense emotions. When I don't reply, Julia falls silent and studies me. Can she guess what I was thinking just now? I brace myself for insults or threats, or something worse, like her blade sinking into my neck. But she flashed a smile instead. So, what do you think, Nightmare Night? Should we split up? That way, we can cover more ground. I'll mend as much prey as I can with my dagger. If you spot a limp, you'll know I've marked them for you. You'll then deal the finishing blow with your sword. She's insane. Look, they say that the insane ones are freaky. I don't think you want to find out, though. I don't think no one wants to find out. Does that sound like a good plan to you? Yeah, we should split up. Maybe I can escape her if I split up. Again, there's 3 endings. I'm gonna try to get them all. This might be my only chance to get rid of her. I should seize this opportunity. Splitting up sounds good. Let me learn as much as I can on the field. That way, I can be better ally for you. Let me ask you something, my knight. Just how foolish do you think I am? You don't think I can see how badly you wish to flee? I have no plans in allowing you to run. None. So get rid of those foolish flights of fancy. Understand? I nod mutely. I can't lie. I'm so tempted to murder you for your impertinence. Ma'am, I wasn't promise you I'm not. Impertinence means rude, just so y'all know. I was not being rude. Or I think it could also mean, I'm gonna look it up real quick, just for y'all. Yeah, lack of respect too. It could mean lack of respect or rudeness, just so y'all know. But I won't yet. You're much more entertaining to me alive than dead. But test my patience again, and who knows? I just might change my mind. Do you understand your position yet? Have you come to terms with your powerlessness? Yeah, I have no other choice. My throat is so dry I have to choke up the word. But at least I've appeased her for the time being. That's more like it. Come on, let me show you how to trap your prey. Oh god, this is so bad. She points at a senior standing frozen in the sidelines. That one. We'll target him. I kind of know this guy. The face is familiar, but his name escapes me. He belongs to the one class I share with Julia. At present, his fear seems to be rooted in him in place, but spotting Julia brings him back to himself. He gives a strangled gasp of relief. Julia! Oh God! Thank God you're here. Does your family have a panic room? Or other places where nobody can find us? What's going on? Why is everyone running and shouting? There are killers on the loose. I saw a bunch of people get stabbed. We have to get somewhere safe right away. I know a place where we can hide. We can't waste any more time. Follow me, you two. Wow, she's good. Like, you gotta admit, she's good. She leads us back towards the basement. Oh God, this is obviously a disaster waiting to happen. This guy fell so easily into her trap. He trusts her completely. Why wouldn't he? Is it truly too late for him? Julia wants to keep me, but maybe she... Excuse me, I had to burp. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I tried to turn away, but it came out so fast. She can let him go. Maybe I can get him out of here. I just have to rack my brain for possible ways. How can I protect my classmate? If I whisper a warning, she might hear me and then murder me. So, and that's probably one of the endings, is getting murdered. But I'm gonna try to question this hiding place. I can't silently lead an innocent person to slaughter. I have to say something. I have to try. I won't be able to live with myself otherwise. Wait, I'm not sure about this. I don't think hiding is a good idea. What? Why? We should be trying to escape the manor, not going deeper inside of it. If we're discovered here, we'll have nowhere to run. I guess you do have a point. We need to be able to escape if we get cornered. Julia, is there some other path that we can take? Annoyance flickers over her face. Oh, she looks so bad at me. She looks so bad. She's gonna murder me. I'm gonna try to escape as best I can, y'all. But this cracks in her mask last only a second, excuse me. A reassuring smile swiftly replaces it. You have nothing to worry about. You see, there's a hidden tunnel in the basement. My great-grandfather suffered from fits of paranoia, so he planned multiple exits during his construction. His specific tunnel leads right outside the manor. Trust me. I explored these tunnels all the time as a child. A tunnel? I can be a bit claustrophobic sometimes, but I'll face whatever tight spaces I have to. Nothing can be worse than a killer back there. I mean, yeah, getting stabbed to death. It sounds kind of painful. So, a quick story. I have been stabbed before in my hand. It's not like someone stabbed me. I accidentally got stabbed by a piece of glass. That was so painful. And I still have the scar to this day. I might take a picture of it and show you guys, but still have the scar to this day. I cannot imagine getting stabbed with steel. I've heard that it stings. That's the only thing I've heard, is that getting stabbed in general stings. But other than that, I have no idea. This might not be true. The killer in our presence might be the worst of them all. But, of course, I can't say it out loud. Julia's watching me like a hawk. She's on to my attempt to thwart her plans. Dang it, I failed. Oh, so we had to whisper, hey, she's trying to murder you. And we messed up. Things happened quickly as soon as we reached the basement. Julia, what the heck are you doing? Don't fight. This will get even uglier if you do. Oh man, he got caught. Poor thing, he got caught. Within seconds, the guy was bound and gagged. Though he thrashed violently, the rope from his chest holds. She clearly has loads of experience with tying people up. She's a killer. Yes, she does, Mikey. There we go. I thought this prey would never shut up, but it was only a matter of time. Even the wildest of animals can be tamed. Her eyes snapped to mine again. Hey, Nightmare Night. Do you know what time it is? Carnage time? Is it time for carnage? Well, yes. We've been enjoying carnage time for a while now. Haven't you been paying attention? Sighing, she wraps her knuckles against my helm. What's going on in that brain of yours? Right now? A lot. I point towards the ceiling. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my god. Yeah, I point towards the ceiling. Excuse me. And I hit the button again. Sorry. Towards a place where the killing spree is still happening. Fair enough. Halloween might be too much for a first-timer, but you should find the willpower to focus. Snap yourself out of your stupor. Ma'am, there is just so much going on right now, and you expect me to be focused on the fact that this is happening? No, absolutely not. I'm scared. And by the way, my lights are starting to flicker. I don't know what's going on. I hope, again, like I said, if you say it out loud that you are, alone, it brings the spookies out. You don't want the spookies to come out. Absolutely not. It's time for a test now. Show me the full breadth of your capabilities. How? Let me watch you kill your first kill, excuse me. My first kill? You heard me. I don't believe I can be any clearer. I did hear her. Of course we heard her. We all heard her. But I'm doing whatever I can to delay the inevitable. My classmate is failing fruitlessly against the bindings. I'm watching him steadily. It's almost as if I'm hypnotized. Why do you think I entrust you with that sword? I took you under my wing for a reason. Earlier, you wandered willingly into the lion's den. That takes a special sort of strength, a verb that not just anybody can possess. Don't let me down now. Do you remember how to grip the sword? So, I know it was close to the pommel, right? That's what she said. But he said he's trying to avoid it or whatever. So let's try close to the cross guard. As for my left hand, I put it close to the pommel. Julia shakes her head. No, switch the placement of your hands. Whoops, my bad. Maybe somebody's gonna come downstairs if I hold off as long as I can. Thanks for the reminder. I correct my grip as instructed. It's time to take a swing. Do you remember the directions from earlier? Yeah, sure. It was from right to left, right? It was actually up and down, but still, it was from right to left. I get ready to swing from one side to another. Not like that. From up to down, remember? Right. Yeah. Sorry. I repositioned the sword accordingly. This is it, Nightmare Night. No more dilly-dallying. Show me what you're made of. I took a deep breath, shuddering breath. The bound body before me is struggling harder than ever. The last thing I want to do is hurt somebody. But I don't have a choice, do I? This guy and I. Only one of us can survive. Is there truly no way I can get out of this? I have to target one of his body parts. But which? Hey? So we can leave. Okay. First of all, hold on. I just got excited because I see an Audi. We can leave. Y'all see it turned red? Okay. So here. Where was it? Here. Okay. And his legs. So we can either hit his legs, his chest, or his arm. or we can hit that door. We can hit the runnies and get out. However you want to say it, we're getting the heck out of here. Oh man. But what if she chased me down and kill me? And the door is, she said the front door is barred. But do they have like a back door or a side door or a window? Maybe we'll find a window. Hold on. Is there any other thing to click on? I'm gonna run. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna go. Without warning, I flee. Nightmare Night, wait. Don't run away. But I'm already thundering up the stairs. That's right, Nightmare Night, get out of here. I'm so out of breath from clanking around in my armor. I fling off my helm at the first opportunity. This was the worst possible costume I could have worn. Plus, I've been holding around a sword. I mean, it's best to keep that sword. Please don't. If he say in the next sentence, I'm dropping the sword. And by the way, Mikey is cute. But anyways, if he says, I had to drop the sword, I'm going to be so angry. Well, at least I'm armed and ready to defend myself. Julia can't catch up with me at any moment. Let's get out of here. I'm back at the place. Wait, we need to find our friend. Hopefully they give me a chance to find my friend. I'm back at the place where the party was happening earlier. The members of SKI are nowhere in sight. They've left an absolute bloodbath behind. Jesus, I bit my tongue saying bloodbath. Corpses are sprawled everywhere. Blood is splattered over every surface. The metallic stench is spreading. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Over the manor's interior, I smother the urge to throw up as best I can. I can't unravel if I want to survive. What's my next move? If we call out and Pancho's already dead, we die. Julia's gonna find us and we're gone. If I hide, we might run into one of the SKIs because he just said that they're not in sight, right? So if they're not in sight, that just means that they're just not in this room. And this is a manor. This is big. This is huge. They could be anywhere in this place. Oh, man. I'm going to take my chances and call for Pancho. Maybe we'll find the body and at least maybe like get like a relief that he's gone and he's not like suffering or gasping for air anywhere or getting tortured or anything like that. And then get out. But I do believe she said the doors or the front door is barred. So one or the other. I don't think we can. I think we're gonna have to go out a window or something. I'm gonna call for Pancho. I have to call for my best friend. Regardless of the risk, I have to know. By the way, this music is amazing. I have to know whether he's okay. As long as there's a chance to save him, I have to take it. I can't waste time anymore. Pancho, hey, Pancho, where are you, man? There's a moment in my periphery. I just thought of something so bad. Like, what if he's like, hey, Pancho, man? Somebody's like, oh, I'm over here. And then he walks over there and gets stabbed. Like, that was the first thought in my head. My eyes fall on the most welcoming sight all night. Pancho! Mikey! Is it really you? You're alive. You're alive too. We won't be alive for long if we don't run. What? But those psychos butchering everyone already left. Maybe so, but we're still in jeopardy. We have to get out of here now. Julia's bad news. Julia? Haven't you been pining after her for years? I'll explain later. We have to run. Fine. Let's go. How should we get out? Again, they gave me an option on the back door, right? And I think the back door would be better because the front door has blood stains on it. Again, if that's the front door. I don't know if that's the front door, but that's the only door that has like blood stains on it. So I'm assuming it's the front door. But I can only see 2 doors. Oh man, let's try the back door. We'll try the back door. Good call. Did we just make it out? It's dark outside. Let's go! Pancho and I hurry towards the parked car. I cast a single glance backwards. The manor from which we fled towers over us. It's as imposing as ever. But with my best friend beside me, we'll be alright. This music, oh my goodness. This more like love making music, kind of. You hear that? Let me stop. Let me make sure y'all can actually hear the music. Okay, yeah, y'all can hear it. I had to make sure. We finally clambered into the vehicle. In this familiar space, we can both catch our breath. Pancho wastes no... Oh, what if Pancho's a killer? I hope Pancho's not the killer. Pancho wastes no time in starting the car. We have to call the cops as soon as we get some signal. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the bars on my phone. Okay. You must have a story to tell me, huh? I sure do. But so do you. You were upstairs when the killing spree happened. The remembrance makes him shiver. Yeah. It was heck. There's no other word for it. I can't imagine. You don't have to tell me anything. Not if you don't want to. I want to. We have a long drive ahead of us, so we've got time. I always want to tell you everything, Mikee. We've both gone through the depths of heck and back. Nobody but us would understand. Halloween was a bust, huh? I doubt. No doubt. Excuse me. But at least we still have each other. That's enough. More than enough. And so, we start to drive. Y'all sat there? Nah, I wouldn't have started the car and started talking. I would have peeled out anything you gotta say to me. You can say to me at the police station, because we gone. How far do we have to go to know that we've left the hell behind? Excuse me. Maybe miles, maybe continents. Maybe it will take us months to heal, or decades. As he said, though, we probably got time. Ending 3. Drive. Well, what an interesting ending. Now, I'm going to skip this. We're going to go back in, and I'm going to see what happens from the start. We're going to start at the part where it says stick by your side or spread out, because I don't think anything else really matters before then. So here we go. Okay, here we are. Now we're gonna say no, we should stick together. Splitting up isn't the move. I can't learn unless it's from the best. Good answer. You've got your head screwed on straight. Come on, let me show you how to trap your prey. Okay, so I think this is all the same. Yeah. The points at a senior standing frozen on the sideline. So I'm going to continue forward until I find something different. Okay, here we are. We're going to whisper a warning this time. In a barely audible tone, I tell my classmate to run as far as he can while he still has a chance. My murmuring catches his attention. He looks at me and watches the trembling of my lips. But he doesn't appear to understand what I'm saying. Raising my voice a bit, I try whispering more warnings. Run! Get out of here! Save yourself! An expression of recognition flickers over his face. Is he finally getting what I'm saying? Excuse me, that was a question. Am I going to succeed at a single thing tonight? It's about dang time. Hey, you in the night costume. What is he doing? He shouldn't be talking like this. He's going to tip her off at my attempts to warn him. What's up with the sword? You're one of them, aren't you? You're a killer like the rest. Oh my God. They were all wearing some sort of headgears. I part my mouth to protest, but Julia beats me to it. Don't worry, this guy isn't a murderer. He's just wearing a costume for the party. I'm losing my voice again. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I had to clear my throat. Are you sure? He could be tricking you. He could be leading us right into our deaths. I'm 100% confident in this guy. He's my boyfriend. And it's pretty new, so we're keeping it private. I've seen everything beneath his armor, trust me. Oh. You've been up close and personal with him, huh? Indeed. We've been as close as two people can possibly be. Oh, I hate that she's blushing because she's so pretty. She's so pretty and yet so terrifying. So terrifying. We barred our bodies and our souls in one another. Congrats. It's tough to find love like that. You said it. Something's really wrong with me. Hearing lies like these shouldn't get me hot and bothered, but it does. GD, it does. Let me just chalk up the heat to the stress of the moment. Let me remind myself that she's mistaking about a few things. Yeah, like she is, crazy. Things happen quickly as soon as we reach the basement. Okay, so this is all the same. Julia, what the heck are you doing? Yeah, okay, so this is all the same. I'm gonna keep going to something different. Okay, so I chose carnage time. I'm gonna choose testing time this time because I think that's what she wanted me to say in the first place. Is it time for a test? Very good. We seem to be on the same wavelength naturally. It's indeed time for a test. Show me all the... Okay, so this is all the same as well, so we don't have to go through it again. So let's continue. So this time I'm going to do everything right as well. Like I was gonna skip all of it, but I was like, I'm gonna, as far as like starting from here, I'm gonna do everything the right way. So the pommel. As for the left hand, I put it close to the crossguard. You're doing great. I knew you were ready for this. I'm the opposite of ready, actually, but the longer I pretend, the better my chances, right? It's time to take a swing. Do you remember the direction from earlier? It was from up to down. I recalled her teaching me how to swing the sword downward. I raised the weapon higher than my eye level. From there, I do a practice swing downward. Looking good. You've been listening. From that pose, you can put a lot of force into it. This is it, Nightmare Knight. I was going to say Nightmare King. No more dilly-dallying. Show me what you're made of. I took a deep breath, shuddering breath. A bond body before me struggles harder than ever. The last thing I want to do is hurt somebody. But I don't have a choice, do I? This guy and I, only one of us can survive. Is there truly no way that I can get out of this? I have to target one of his body parts, but which? I'm sure there's an ending depending on what body part you... Let me make sure there's nothing else around that I can click on. Okay, yeah. I'm sure it's an ending on depending on what body part that you choose. But I'm just going to choose the chest. I'm following her this time. With a downward slash, the blade zips towards his torso. Halfway there, I hesitated and hold back. Oh God. Again, if you guys cannot handle blood, I fully understand. Please do not hesitate to turn it off, okay? Despite this, the blade sinks into my classmate's skin. The gag over his mouth muffles his agonizing gasp. Blood has begun flowing out. The metallic stench smacks my nose and makes my tummy hurt. Oh man. I don't know why that made me sick to my stomach, but it definitely made me sick to my stomach. But I get queasy with blood, so just people like describing what it smells like, it's like I can smell it, so I get a little queasy. Amidst the nausea, I double over and screw my eyes shut. I wait for the sickness to pass. Distantly, I sense a dull clunking sound. Skin slapping against the steel of my armor. Is Julia patting my back with her gloved hand? Good job, buddy. And she still buddied you. She still friended you. She friend zoned you. You're doing all of this. You're murdering for this woman. You're getting all in heat for this woman. And guess what she did? She friend zoned you. I straightened up and opened my eyes. Deliberately, I turned away from the scene of the crime. From my classmate wraithing uselessly against his bindings. From the groans of pain he stifled pleas to be saved. From the blood blooming a vibrant red. Nightmare Knight, are you alright? No, I'm not. I guess I could say I'm overwhelmed. I don't think any of these matter, but I'm just gonna say I'm overwhelmed. I can't lie. This has all been so overwhelming. My mind can't process it. Any of it. The cries of pain, the color of blood, the smell of metal. I completely understand. Sorry, my phone was ringing. I had to turn it off. My first murder also shook me to my core. I reacted in much the same way you're doing now. I was scared out of my skin of so many things, of being discovered, of being arrested by the authorities, of being locked away in a juvenile institution. Hollow Hacker reached me at a crucial time. He hooked me up with the SKA. When I lost those who birthed me, they became my family. That's why I've been so set on mentoring you tonight. I want to guide you, like I needed a guide of my own. Your first few kills may leave a bitter aftertaste, but once you get used to it, murder will be sweet. Sweeter than any treat that you can bag on Halloween, I promise. I never intended to hurt anybody in the first place, let alone commit murder. Julia's been pressuring me into everything. I'm only cooperating with her to stay alive. I wish I could shake her and scream out my thoughts. But of course, I keep my mouth shut. I simply nod. Okay, let's quit dragging this out. It's time to get back to the task at hand. Why don't you admire your handiwork? Don't be frightened. Stare at it. Steeling myself, I forced myself to look at my classmate. Oh man, this is so bad. His torso is bleeding harder than ever. No wonder it's doing so. Nothing is stopping the blood flow. I stifled the urge to apply pressure on an open cut. Despite the gag, his voiced words that were almost distinct. Help, please, save me. So it's like, look, Nightmare Knight. Our prey clearly suffering. Killing it would be an act of mercy at this point. Are you ready to deal the finishing blow? As ready as I'll ever be. Julia nods as I reassure her repeatedly about my readiness. I'm babbling so much. It must be obvious I'm really trying to convince myself. I shut up and take a deep breath. I poise the weapon over the so-called prey. Excuse me. The sword shakes in my grip, but it doesn't come down again. No matter how much I try, I can't make myself do it. I'm not like the members of the SKA. I'm not like Julia. I flinch as she breaks the silence beside me. I get it. Killing is much harder than it looks, especially when you're just starting out. Still, I appreciate your effort. You're trying, and that's what matters. I'll take over for now. You can wow me with your sword skills later. Let me show you how it's done. She draws her dagger. Ooh, wee! Oh my god. There's a flash of silver as it slits my throat. He does it without an iota of hesitation. I said he. Oh god, just looking at this picture is really bothering me. Blood sprays out. She backs away just in time. On the other hand, I'm frozen in place. I can barely breathe, let alone take a step backwards. Some of the red has splattered against my armor. Hurry up, get this off my screen, please. Once again, I shut my eyes to block out the sight. Maybe this is the stress-induced nightmare. I'm attending the party of my longtime crush after all. Maybe if I pinch myself, I'll wake up. Look at me, Nightmare Knight. Numb all over, I twisted my head in her direction. She's insane. Like, the fact that he hasn't just, like, peed himself, I'm telling you, every time I saw her do something, pee would trickle. When I get scared, I get nauseous, I get fainty, and I'm telling you, I always feel like I have to pee when I'm scared. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about my body, but I think my body is trying to embarrass me somehow. That's why I don't go to haunted houses and stuff, because I'm so scared that I'm going to get so scared that I'm going to pee on myself. Only then do I open my eyes. You've got some blood on your helm. Let me clean it up for you, okay? I nod mutely. With surprising gentleness, she pries off my helm. Excuse me. She sucks in her sharp breath. Excuse me. You're not who I expected you to be. Yeah. As she continues staring, my face grows warm. The heat chases out the numbness from earlier. Her gaze has a penetrating quality I can't describe. I always knew this, but it's hitting harder than ever. I was assuming you were a male this entire time. Oh, I'm a female. Mikey's a female. I told y'all, I don't know Mikeys with 2 E's. Mikeys with 2 E's are usually girls. Yeah, I could tell. Your voice is the lowest I've heard for a girl. I've heard that before, many a times. Me too, Mikey. Me too. Even though I don't personally feel like my natural talking voice is more like this. Like my natural talking voice is like this. And you can barely even hear it because I'm losing my voice at that. But I don't think my natural talking voice is like manly. But I've been asked, am I trans because of my voice? But it's not like this isn't my natural talking voice either. This is just more of my excited voice. Like my excited voice is like high pitched and like, oh, okay, and stuff, and like excited, scared, and all that other stuff. That is my scared voice. But this is my natural talking voice, and when I'm just talking straight to you. I've heard that before many a times. My voice is lower than my best friend's. And I gave Pancho like a weird voice too. And he's a guy. A minute of silence follows. Her eyes roam over every millimeter of my face. My eyes do the same to hers. The spell breaks when she clears her throat. I do intend to spend so much time in the basement. Excuse me, I didn't. We should probably head back upstairs. I'm dying to see how the spree has progressed. Aren't you curious as well? I sure am. Not. Blood and gore has always made me queasy. Pancho always teased me about the way I watch horror movies. I would always be peeking through my fingers or plugging my ears in anticipation of jump scares. I've just never been a fan of slashers and torture porn. Let me tell you, me neither. I cannot watch horror stuff. I can't, like, even like reading these, I know somebody's gonna probably be like, these aren't even scary visual novels. Well, they're scary to me because when you hear me choking up on my words and excusing myself and stuff, it's just because I'm like anxious, because sometimes these things will throw scary stuff at you or scary pictures and stuff, and I get frightened, I get horrified, and I start hearing stuff, and it just gets real bad. I've just never been a fan of slasher. Okay, yeah, we already read that. Yeah, just my luck that now I'm trapped in a horror film of sorts. I try to retrieve my helm from Julia. As stuffy as it is, I feel safer behind the steel, but she simply shakes her head. I doubt you'll be needing this anymore. No? Why not? There's no need for anonymity at this point. Knowing my friends, carnage time is likely over, or close to it at least. Oh man, this is scary. Let's go check whether my guess is right. And here we are, back upstairs, terrified as ever. We're heading back now. Neither of us speak as we walk. My brain whirls faster and faster every step I take. The implications of Julia's guess is clear. Halloween party has already ended in tragedy. Most, if not all, of the partygoers are dead. As I'm freaking out, Julia starts talking again. Should I tune into what she is saying? I think at this point we might as well, because if she might say something that's important for us to hear, and if we don't hear it, like, I'm gonna be mad. I have to stay alert and listen to her every word. If I tune her out, I might wind up peeing her off. Most of the SKAs probably already left by now. The longer they remain, the bigger the risk. But I bet there are some who stayed behind, either to help clean up or to see the night to its end. Oh man, that's even worse if it's more people in here. Like I said when we on the first ending, that it might be other people in here. She glances at me. Her expression is expectant. I force myself to crack a smile. That would be nice of them, I guess. I mean, you guys caused the mess. You could at least help clean it. Yes, my friends are the sweetest. I could tell during the meeting. They all sounded super supportive. They definitely are. You mentioned your best friend earlier? I did. I've been trying not to dwell on Pancho's fate, but now I can't help picturing him. Oh man, I forgot about it. Pancho's still here and alive as well. But now I can't help picturing him as one of the casualties. A pang of terror takes over my body. No matter how much I try to keep it at bay, no, I can't let the fear win. I won't be able to function if I start spinning out. Do you think he'd do the same for you? Excuse me. Stay with you when things get tough. I mean, really tough. Before I can answer, she speaks again. Because I would. For you, I would. Without a doubt. Oh. I don't know what else to say. We lapse into silence once more. Oh man, like again, this is hard. This is like, I get it, she's a sweet girl. Sweet girl, sweet girl. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could love her. We've come to the place where the party was raging earlier. It's total carnage. Motionless bodies are stewing about. Stakes of deep red flash every surface in sight. Excuse me. The stench of blood hangs heavy in the air. Well, the SKA has truly maximized carnage time this year. Don't you think so? I want to respond, really I do. I have to stay on her good side to survive after all, but my throat can only emit a gurgling sound. She doesn't seem to care or notice. I'm happy my friends enjoyed their visit. Really, I am. But I didn't expect they'd all be gone by now. I was hoping at least some of them would stay. She's upset by their absence, isn't she? This is your chance to win her favor. I guess offer to clean up. At least you can do. That's the least you can do. I'll be happy to clean up, okay? I'd appreciate that. Oh man, this is a sight to see, huh? A sight to see. And as you guys see, like I said last time, there's only blood on the door on the left side for me, right side for y'all. I guess. I don't know. Like sometimes, like I'll say something and I'll forget that I didn't switch the camera to be actual, not the camera, but the recording to be actual, like the way it's supposed to be. Anyways, editing crap that I mess up, but it's on the left side. But yeah, it's only blood on there, so I'm going to assume that's the front door. Carnage time always leaves behind such a mess. Thanks for offering. You're all right, Nightmare Knight. That might be why I wanted some of the SKA to be here. You see, I'm already done vetting you. You might be a promising new addition to the SKA. I wish I could formally introduce you to my friends. As for me, I wish to never see the SKA again. I can barely deal with one serial killer on her own, let alone a whole support group of killers. But I can't tell her that, of course. It's too bad you couldn't introduce me, but I'm sure you'll have an opportunity next time. I hope so. Hang on, I just realized something. I can't introduce you to anyone till I know your name. Mind telling me your name? It's Mikee. Mikee. She echoes the two syllables. Seems to be trying to reconcile my name with my face. Just then, there's a flurry of movement to the side. Yeah, Pancho's still here. Mikee? You're alive! Julia too? I was scared out of my mind, bro. I couldn't find you anywhere. I thought I'd be so, I thought I'd be the sole survivor. And why are you still here? I would have been gone. Like, I love my best friends. I do. I love my friends, but I would be in so much shock that I don't feel like I would be able to accomplish anything because I wouldn't be thinking too rationally. So my first thought would be to leave the place that I'm at, come up with a plan, or go get the police. One or the other. Excuse me. I would go get the police probably. I thought I lost you for good. I was thinking the same thing about you, Pancho. If only you knew how freaked out I've been. We're okay. We'll be okay. We're alive and we're together now. I just tried dialing 911, but the landline's dead. I'm not getting any signals on my smartphone either. But the immediate threat is over. Those psychos who were butchering everyone had left. At least I'm pretty sure they're gone. No, not every killer is gone. I have to warn Pancho we're still in danger. But how? Gotta be careful about this. Julia's right there. She's watching my every move. She's listening to my every word we're saying. I glance over at her as I consider my options. Excuse me. I notice just then that she's drawn her dagger. Pancho spots it at the same time. Oh, where'd you two get those weapons? You know, I was joking with my teammates. He looks stricken once the last words leave his mouth. The Arnis Varsity, buddies are nowhere to be found. They probably weren't as lucky as we are right now. He swiftly amends his sentence. I think we know where they are. They're scattered a little bit over there, a little bit over here, you know. I was saying earlier this place probably has dungeons or secret passages and stuff. I shouldn't be shocked that if there were weapons too. Excuse me, blah, I bit my tongue twice. They're super awesome, I'm not gonna lie. Where can I get a weapon on my own? I gotta be armed too, in case those psychos decide to come back, you know. Here, Pancho. Why not take this dagger? Are you sure? I don't want to deprive you of your weapon either. You need some way to defend yourself. Hey, I'll be fine. I was already thinking of switching my weapon. The dagger's too dangerous for a girl like me. Maybe I should get a knife from the kitchen instead? Well, if you're sure. He reaches for the dagger she offers to him. In a split second, she has incapacitated him. Jesus, Pancho, that's a big girl, okay? She's a tall girl at that. The dagger edge is millimeters away from piercing him. Her voice, directed towards Pancho, is venomous. Don't speak, scum. Don't move a muscle, or else I'll end you. It's so easy to slit your neck from this position. Julia! Don't you dare hurt Pancho. He's my best friend in the world. Don't you see? This is exactly why we should get rid of him. You're too soft, Mikee. You showed me that earlier tonight. You couldn't put down the prey I procured for you. And that guy obviously wasn't your bosom buddy. Unlike the beloved Pancho here. You know what'll make you stronger? You need a tragedy to harden you. I have a tragic backstory of my own. So does every other member of SKA. It's what makes us who we are. You're so close to becoming one of us. Once you've passed this hurdle, you can join our ranks. Show me I was right to invite you to our circle. Crush out the biggest weakness with your own hands. Kill him, Nightmare Knight. Murder him, or I'll murder you. No. No! I could never hurt him. How do I get out of this? We have done everything she said, right? We could try to seduce her, but I think it's going to end in me getting... And since I'm getting all the endings anyway, we might as well just try it anyway. Just for the content, Julia and I have built a strong rapport so far. I've survived for this long. That in itself is saying a lot. Maybe I can trick her somehow into letting her guard down. I'm sorry for losing my temper just now. I don't know what got into me. The stress of the situation, maybe? I'm trying to be a good sport, but I'm still adapting. That's okay. I'm willing to forgive you. As long as you can make things right, of course. Disobedient isn't a good look for you. I'll do it. I'll slaughter our prey like you want me to. I'll do anything for you, Julia. I've been meaning to tell you this all night. You see, the truth is, I'm in love with you. In love? But you don't even know me. Or at least you didn't before tonight. In a way, that's true. In another way, though, it isn't. We met on the first day of freshman orientation. You sat on the chair next to mine. Really? I don't remember that at all. I didn't think you would. Maybe the moment meant nothing to you. But it meant everything to me when we touched. Even though our fingers only brushed accidentally. Since then, I've watched you from afar. I've longed for you to look at me like you did then. My goodness. And when I tell you that the MC sometimes be making me mad, there's a time I'd be like, if you don't, shut up and stab her. I would have stabbed her. But, I mean, that's just me. I'm so glad that we became classmates this semester. I always wanted that to happen, and it finally did. I tried so many times to talk to you, but I chickened out again and again and again. I never gave up, though. I came to this party with the intentions of confessing. That's why I followed you down into the basement. I was hoping for a chance to speak to you alone. Just once before we graduated and go our separate ways. I knew I probably wouldn't get a favorable answer. Oh my God, I'm not deluded. I know. My interest is one-sided. Even then, I was determined to express my feelings. So, here I am now. I need you to understand how much you mean to me. Life can be tough a lot of the times. I'm getting so mad. Like, shut up and stab her. But looking at you and thinking of you kept me going. My feelings for you haven't changed in 4 years, and they never will. Regardless of what's happening or what will happen tonight. Oh my goodness. It's sweet. It is. It really is sweet that you like her. But no, you could do better. You could do way better. So you've got it bad for me. Yeah. You'd do anything to please me? I would. Are you ready to kill your past then? Yes. If it's the only way to secure a future with you. Hang on. Before anything else, can I have a tiny request? After that, I'll be able to do whatever you to ask. It doesn't matter. If you want me to suck your feet, I will do that. If you want me to lick your calf, I'll do that too. I'll lick the house clean as well. I'll do anything you ask. You are so down bad. I had to pause for dramatic effect. Easy peasy. What do you want from me? A kiss. Just one will do. That will give me the courage to complete my quest. A kiss. Sure, I can grant you that wish. I'll give anything to speed up your transformation. From shy Mikey into lethal nightmare night. Why don't you come closer? Hopefully she doesn't trick me. She's gonna trick me and stab me. Watch. She loosens her hold on Pancho somewhat, but she still keeps the dagger at the ready. She warns him softly to not even think about escaping. With one free hand, she beckons towards me. Heart hammering, I take a step towards her, and another step closer, and another. Our lips are millimeters away from touching. Hey, can I admit something? She's so close. The warmth of her mouth is mingling. Go on. I'm not doing this as a favor for you. Honestly, I've been wanting to kiss you too. I felt it the moment I saw your face in the basement. It's not like I've never noticed you in class. You're such a doll. Of course you caught my eye, excuse me. In another life, you would have been the ideal victim. Not in this timeline though. So she was already looking at me like, dang, you got soft skin? I'm gonna turn you into a little doll, play with you, and then murder you. You've already proven your devotion to me. It would be a shame to lose you now. Yes, it would be a shame. If she doesn't stab her, excuse me, I'm going to hurt my computer. I'm going to punch my laptop. Yes, I think I'll keep you around for good. Our mouths meet. Oh, come on. Like, I'm so mad. Her lips are sweeter than a piece of toffee. I always ate those first whenever I went trick-or-treating. Softer than the marshmallows my mother readied at the door. No way. My eyes fluttered close. I tightened my grip around the weapon in my hand. Yes! Pancho on her or her. Only one of them can survive. My choice is clear. Yes! That's right, Mikee! Sorry. I get excited. That's right! And then do it again. And then again and again. Make sure she's gone completely. This is a sight. Right here. I love it. With all my strength, I plunge my sword forward. The blade pierces straight through Julia's heart. Her mouth parts, and the words tumble out. But all her speech is gargled in agony, incoherent. Now, I'll never hear her voice again. Yes. And you'll never see me again. Just and kick her when you walk by. And then like that, just like that on her forehead. She fell backwards. Her eyes are glassy before she even hits the floor. Ending 2, dream come true. Let's go. Get out of here and don't come back. Let's go get another ending. So we're back here at the I'm overwhelmed and stuff. I didn't want y'all to see me sticking the person and all that other stuff. So we're gonna see what happens when I say I'm fine, because I did say I was overwhelmed. Julia sighs at my attempt to assure her that I'm fine. Obviously you aren't okay. I knew there would be a learning curve with you, but we can't move forward if your heart isn't in it. So, you want my heart to be in it? How about no? If a dog is disobedient, I have to put it down, excuse me. Don't you get what I mean? Oh crap, I have to get back on her good side. My heart is in it. It's all the way in. You're lying to me again, aren't you? No way. I've got your back to the end, I promise. After a few seconds of silence, she nods. Then focus. It's time to get back at the task at hand. Why don't you admire your handiwork? Don't be frightened. Stare at it. Steeling myself, I force myself to look at my classmate. I'm gonna skip all of this, just so y'all don't have to see it again. So this time we're gonna say no. I said as ready as I'll ever be, I'm gonna say no. Julia nods and as I admit I am not ready. I expected as much. Murder is more difficult than it looks on TV, especially when you're fledgling murder, excuse me. But I do appreciate your honesty. I'll take over for now. I'm gonna skip this. So I can't skip this part. It's just like it's not letting me skip it at all. So I'm going to go ahead and read from here because this is different. Listen, I've been thinking. The more I watch you, the more I get this feeling. Perhaps my initial instinct was wrong about you. I was hoping I could shape you into my disciple. I let my wishful thinking color the facts. And the facts are, my kind is rare. I already have a community in the SKA. I know they'll always understand and accept me. I have no use for somebody like you. Somebody who flakes on his commitments. Somebody I can't trust. Her words and her expression sends chills down my spine. Julia, wait. I know I could have performed better, but I'm doing my best. This is just one test. There'll be others. Isn't it fair to judge me based on a single slip-up? She draws her dagger from her holster. This was far from the first mistake. By the way, I clicked every wrong thing I thought that anything that she reacted negatively in, I clicked it all. I've been testing you every step of the way. I've given you more than enough chances. I think I'm done playing with you now. I part my mouth to protest, but she roughly shoves my chest with her free hand. I topple backwards. Oh God! Look at her! I'm suddenly staring up at Julia from the floor. She's towering over my supine form. The dagger in her hand is swaying slightly. This is the end for you, Nightmare Knight. Any last words? Whatever words I have for her tingle in my throat. They'll stay stuck deep inside through my dying breath, as deeply as this dagger has lodged into my neck. Ending 1, death. Okay, I think we got all the endings. I think it was only 3 endings. It said, let me read the thing again. Yeah, it was only 3 endings. So we got them all. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. I recommend checking out this game yourself. It's hilarious. It's scary. It's funny. It's the pictures are amazing. The music is like, bouncy. So, it's something to look into. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys had a fantastic time with me. And I hope you have an awesome, wonderful, magical day. Peace and love. Stay safe out there, you guys.